I could raise the rent when I want to. I could change the terms of the lease when I want to. And frankly, I can boot them out if I need to. Hey everyone, Kevin Amos, Pine Financial Group, where we work together so you succeed. If you're just stumbling across this video on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit that notification button so you know each time we have fresh new content. And I think we would love it if they would leave some comments below. I got a very special guest with me today. You know him, you love him, Justin Cooper. We're talking a little bit today about rental properties and managing rental properties. And we had a 4-second discussion before we got in front of the camera here about whether we should do a longer term lease, like a year or more, or a month-to-month shorter term lease. So Justin, with the 4 seconds of preparation, what do you think we should do with our leases?
So something we hadn't discussed in the 4.2 seconds was a hybrid, doing both. What if someone was to have a long-term, say 12-month lease at the beginning, and then when that comes to an end, they roll that automatically into a month by month?
Yeah, that's exactly how I do it. But I don't really understand why. You know, that's just the lease I've been using for the past 15 or 16 years, so I've just been doing it. But what's an advantage, do you think, of using the start of a 12-month lease?
Well, first off, if you're going to be getting any kind of financing, if you're just buying the property, the 12-month lease can help you qualify for financing. Your lender might be able to use that to help count towards your income and help you qualify for the loan.
That's a good one.
So first off, it could help you get some financing.
And you potentially help from a tenant leaving, because you could build in some penalties and pay some rent in advance until we find another tenant if you're worried that the tenant might be leaving. So it's very common in commercial, if you're doing some tenant improvements or you put any money into the commercial space for the tenant, to have a longer term lease so that they don't just leave and find a better deal.
Yeah, and stability for you as the investor as well, because provided they don't break their lease, which sometimes of course happens, you know that you should have this income for the next 12 months.
Yeah, speaking of breaking leases, I don't know about you guys, the viewers here, but in my experience, tenants don't give a shit about the lease. They will break the lease. So I like to do a month-to-month lease. And the reason for that is it protects me. I could raise the rent when I want to. I could change the terms of the lease when I want to. And frankly, I can boot them out if I need to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, those are all huge benefits to the month-to-month, and that's why I really like having maybe the 12-month to begin and then rolling it into the month-to-month, because suddenly it allows for that flexibility. The 12-month or long-term might be good in a changing market where rents are going up or going down. You have some stability into that, but after that, now you have the flexibility of increasing rents or rolling with the punches, seeing what's going on in the market.
Yeah, and I love to raise the rents on the month-to-month because it's really easy. I could just say I want a $100 a month rent increase. I might send a letter out to my tenants, say, hey, I'm going to bump it up by $200, but if that's too much, give me a call and we'll work with you. And then when they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just pay the $200. But if they call me, then I could say, hey, what's a good middle ground here? They'll come up with a $100 rent increase, and all of a sudden the rent increase was their idea. So I keep tenants happy and longer that way.
So why might somebody go right into the month-to-month when they're signing up a new tenant?
Well, just like you said, the financing piece, that was genius, Justin. I didn't even think about that. But another thing I used to do with my lease options or my rent-to-owns is I would do a 2-year instead of a 1-year, and I would build in a rent increase after the 12 months. So it's already discussed up front when they're really excited to sign it. There's no question it's easy to raise a rent if it's already built into the lease.
But what if somebody wanted to just go, or they're thinking about, should I just sign this new tenant up as a month-to-month or a 12-month? Why might somebody choose to do a month-to-month right from the beginning, right when a tenant moves in?
Why don't you tell me what you think? I'm not sure what you're getting at here.
Well, if we're weighing the options of a long-term versus a month-to-month, why would somebody choose a month-to-month right off the bat? I have a vacancy, you apply to move in, and I want to sign you up for just month-to-month.
For the same reasons we've been discussing. It's much more flexible and it protects the landlord.
Awesome.
Do you have any final thoughts for our viewers?
No, I think we've rambled on long enough after our 4 seconds of preparation. I'm pretty proud of us.
Hey, check us out, pinefinancialgroup.com.